Hey there guys, Primus Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, Decepticon Megatron. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my last review, please make sure to check it out, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys don't miss a single upload. Now, when this guy was shown, honestly, it was just a repaint of the original Megatron that came out before this guy, and honestly, that figure, even though it didn't look too bad, it felt like there was a lot to be desired about that guy, unpainted plastic and stuff. But when this guy came out, man, is there a vast improvement from that last Megatron. Seeing Megatron in the Netflix series honestly was really cool. You know, he was still bad as ever. Honestly, he was one of my favorite characters on the show. And man, honestly, I did really like the character. He was menacing, but he was kind of different than what we've seen from previous Megatrons, you know, iterations of them. But honestly, I like the character. I like what they did with this guy in the Netflix series, and honestly, I wish there was more episodes. Now, taking a look at the packaging, here we do have the beautiful box here. Honestly, it looks really cool. You got the Decepticon Megatron there, Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, and you got that beautiful Decepticon logo in the back with a very faded Megatron in the back. Looks really cool. Side of the box, you do got the Netflix original series poster there. A really cool poster. I love what they did there. On the back of the box, you do get the beautiful looking figure and his little mini accessories, and also his alternate mode, all in 17 steps. So that looks really cool. And on the side of the box, you do got a beautiful image of Megatron there. So that's about it for the box. So let's take a look at this beautiful figure. Now, bringing in Megatron here for a closer look, you can see that the head detail looks spot on. They did a great job with this figure. Honestly, the same thing, but just really great paint work, man. Holy smokes, you got the red for the eyes there. Man, it looks really cool. And going down on the figure, you do see some battle scars there. It looks really cool, and a messed up looking Decepticon symbol. Honestly, a great touch. But yeah, he looks more damaged in this one. Man, I love this figure. I think they did do a great job with this guy, man. Honestly, a great job. And the backpack, it's screen accurate, so I'm not gonna say too much. But again, it doesn't hinder posability, so I will give it a pass for that. Man, it does look really cool. Again, this figure is honestly really cool. I do love the paintwork that they did with this guy. And honestly, I wouldn't change much. Maybe just one thing I would change, and it's probably one of my cons about this guy. But other than that, this guy looks really sick. Really great job, and I have honestly no complaints about how they did this guy, man, because who did they do a great job. Now, like I mentioned before, this guy did come with a few accessories, so let's take a look at them now. Here, take a look at his few accessories. Here we do have Pinpointer and Lionizer. Now, these two are captive prisoners, so these two are fellow Autobots. Now, these nicknames are way better than what Optimus Prime, the Netflix version, had, which was Enerax and Sheldron. Those names were really weird and I hated them. But these names are really cool. First, we are going to take a look at Pinpointer. Honestly, not too bad, you know. He is articulated, which is really cool. But he does transform into like a little minigun, which is really cool. The detail though is really cool, you know. Not too bad. You know, he is small. But other than that, I think he does look really cool. Taking a look here at Lionizer here, you can see the detail on this guy actually does look really cool. You got the nice silver for the head sculpt there with some little blue eyes there, which look really cool. And on the top, you do got some nice silver detail there. Again, a really cool looking accessory, and so is Pinpointer as well. But this guy looks really cool. More orangey than I like, but it is what it is. But they both do look really cool, and again, I think they both do look really cool. Now, just like Enerax and Sheldron, these guys do transform. So what you are going to do here, we are going to take pinpointer first, is we are going to detach the back. The back goes like this, and you are basically going to lift up the feet like so. So what you're going to do here is you're just going to lift up the feet, and you're going to see 2 tabs right there, and you're basically going to plug in the feet right in there. So let me see that there. Hopefully everything goes right like it's supposed to, please. Other than, oh my gosh, I broke. Once you have all that in place, you are going to see a hole there on each of the thumb. You are going to see a tab right there on each of the arms, and all you're simply going to do is you are just going to plug it in like so. You may have to rotate the arms a bit, but other than that, you are going to just plug them in like so, and then there you go. He also does come with a few blasters as well, so let me put that on real quick, and bam, there you go. Really cool looking accessory here. Again, he is supposed to be like a minigun, so, or like a little blaster and thing, but honestly it does look really cool. Not too much complaints. I do like it, and I will be showing how to put it on Megatron. But now it's time for Lionizer. Now here for Lionizer, it is again another easy transformation. All you're going to do is just pull this back like so. You're going to bring the head and just push it down till it clicks like that, and you are going to bring the 2 front paws all the way around and until it clicks to that tab right there. So I will show you that there. It should be an easy fit, but sometimes it does get a little annoying as it doesn't want to work on camera. But there you go, there's the first side. So same thing on the other side. You're just going to bring the front paw around, and you're going to connect it into that tab right there. So I know it's hard to see because the guy is yellow. I mean, not yellow, freaking orange. And then there you guys go. And he does come with a whip. Where is it? There it is. Or not a whip. He does come with an effect. So let me put that on real quick. And bam, there you go. Honestly, it does look really cool. I don't remember him using this in the Netflix series. Maybe I'm dumb or I don't remember, but again, I think it does look really cool. It does get that whoosh effect. So really cool. Yeah, what more can I say? It is a cool looking accessory. So let's put it on him so that we can see how cool he actually looks with both of them. So you are going to bring in Megatron here, and first we are going to put on, what's his name, Lionizer. At the end, he is going to have a tab right there, and you can just plug it into any hand you want. So we're just going to, well, and you are just going to plug it in like so. He does have a really tight grip on it, which I do like. And again, here we do have pinpointer. At the end, he is going to have a tab right there. His hand is already going to have a hole right there, so you're just going to simply just plug it in. Again, he does have a really firm grip on it. Okay, it's all, and once you plug it in, it should be a snug fit again. And there you go. Now you have him holding his 2 really cool looking accessories. Not too shabby if you ask me. I think both of these accessories look really cool in their own way. But honestly, if you are displaying them like this, I don't blame you. These accessories do look really cool. But to me, I think I'm just going to display him with his cannon and his one really cool accessory. So let's take a look at that now. Take a look at Megatron's final cool accessory. Here we do have his really cool looking sword. Take a look at this thing. This thing looks sick. You cannot tell me this thing does not look sick. I think they did do a great job with this sword. Honestly, wish it was painted the same color that Megatron is painted. Not that I'm painted, you know, plastic, but it is what it is. A missed opportunity, but again, a really cool looking sword. So here's how you put it on him. You're going to bring Megatron here, and here is already going to have a hole in his hand, very obvious, and it does have a tab right there. And all you're simply going to do is plug it in like so. It is a really tight grip, but once you have it on, there you have him holding his really cool looking sword. Again, a really cool looking sword, a long sword, but again, a really cool looking sword, as I think it does look really cool. And I also forgot to talk about his other accessory, which is his cannon, but it's literally a cannon. It's what an arm cannon is supposed to be, and we've seen it a million times. So there you guys go. But again, a really cool looking accessory. Now, Megatron is a Voyager class figure, so he stands roughly at about 7 inches tall. Maybe a little less than 7 inches tall, but I think 7 inches tall. is around a good height that this Voyager class should be. So for some size comparisons, here he is next to his arch enemy, the Netflix version of Optimus Prime. So you can see how they both look together there. And again, I think they both do look amazing. Wow. I honestly don't know what to say. They both do look really freaking cool. And honestly, they both look good in their own way. And again, the figures of Megatron and Optimus just never disappoint. They do them so great, and I just can't say enough about these two figures. These two figures look amazing. And for my last size comparison, here he is next to my last review, the Studio Series Grimlock, so that we can see how that works out there. And yeah, Grimlock is supposed to be tall, so I'm not gonna say too much, but again, these two do look really great. I'm sad that we didn't see Grimlock in the Netflix series, which honestly is really sad to me, but it is what it is, a missed opportunity. But again, I think these figures do look great. Now for the articulation, the head is on a ball joint. He can look up that far and he can look down that far. Really strange. His arm can move out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and he doesn't have a wrist swivel, which is really strange, but okay. He does have, though, a waist swivel. Thank you. His leg can move out about that far, and it can move back roughly about that far. He does have a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and he does have actually a decent looking ankle pivot. It's not too bad. It's nothing like the Studio Series 86 Grimlock. If you guys haven't checked that out, please check it out. But again, I think it is a really cool looking feature that they did put on this guy. But again, the articulation on this guy is honestly not that bad. Honestly, you can't put him in the poses that you want and make him look menacing and stuff, but there are just some that I wish he was a little bit more, but I think that's just far-fetching at that point. But again, a great looking figure, and honestly a really posable figure in my opinion. Alright guys, here's where I'm going to cut it off and show you guys his really cool looking tank mode. Now this tank mode does look really cool. Again, this is just a repaint of the original Siege Megatron that came out, but I just think a paint job makes this figure look really 10 times better than that original figure. So here is his really cool looking tank mode. Alright, you got me. I am impressed with this tank mode. Fairly easy transformation. Really do like the unique design that they went for the transformation, but again, a really cool looking tank mode nonetheless. Just taking a look here at the tank mode, you can see that the detail on this tank mode looks really cool. Again, what a good paint job can do to a figure is really amazing. This guy, the paint is there, man. Looks really cool. I do love this tank mode. I like it. You do got some nice yellow there for like the little lights and stuff. But again, just the cannon looks really sick. You got some nice silver paint job that blends in all the way to the black. You got some nice red there. Some nice red on the figure as well. But again, it does look really cool. And even though you do got, you know, the foot at the end, it is what it is. Yep. Really strange that that the feet are like that. But nonetheless, it does look really cool. And honestly, I do love this beautiful looking tank, man. Wow. Now this figure did compress in size, which he stands roughly now at about 2 inches tall, maybe a little over 2 inches tall, but it is what it is. It is the alternate form. So for some size comparisons, here is how he would stand next to Optimus Prime. That way you can see how that looks there. And honestly, yeah, he did grow a lot shorter in size if you ask me. And for my last size comparison, here he is next to the Studio Series 86 Grimlock, so you can see how that works out there. And yeah, he's still smaller than Grimlock. No one's taller than Grimlock, other than the Age of Extinction Grimlock. But there you guys have that. But again, nonetheless, the tank mode does look really cool, and I do love this figure. Is it the best Megatron? Not quite, but I think it's close enough. And honestly, one of the best versions of the Netflix Megatron that we have gotten out of all of them, honestly, in my opinion. But again, I am going to transform him back into his robot mode so that way I can give my overall review and my overall grade on this guy. And yeah, hopefully you guys like the score. So here's my overall review and my overall grade on this figure. Alright guys, there you go. There you have the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Decepticon Megatron. Now overall, I think they did do a great job on this figure on capturing how he did look in the Netflix series. And again, what a paint job can do to a figure that looked now looking amazing. Wow. Honestly, I do love this guy. I did like the character in the Netflix series. Honestly, got more attached to him than Optimus, which is really strange, but that's just me. But all in all, this figure is really amazing. The posability is there, the accuracy is there, and when you have a figure that's posable, great paint job, and that looks screen accurate, you will be getting a high score on this channel. So for that, I do have to give this figure a solid 9 out of 10. Yes, a 9 out of 10 is an amazing score for this guy, because the figure before we got this guy wasn't too bad, but he just missed paint. This guy has the paint job, but there's just one con, so let's talk about it. Now, the one problem I do have with this figure is just where his head is placed. I wish there was a tab to connect where his neck is, so that way when you make him look all the way up, it doesn't just tab out and it looks really weird in this and just But other than that, you know, this figure is really amazing. Just that maybe one con, but I know it's just that one con. But again, in order for you to get a 10 out of 10, you have to be almost perfect at everything, like how the 3-0 Bombi was. Okay, I'm just saying. But nonetheless, an amazing figure. I love the figure. Posing him was amazing next to Optimus Prime. And when I got this guy, I wasn't expecting much. You know, the accuracy was there. But when I took this guy out of the box, he felt amazing. Pause. And overall, I suggest you guys get this guy if you guys do want the most accurate Netflix version of Megatron. This guy looks menacing. This guy looks amazing. This guy is honestly the best Voyager class Netflix Megatron that we have ever gotten. Point blank period. Nothing much more to say. I just like this guy. Man, they go all out with these Megatron and Optimus Prime figures. I just wish they went all out on a lot more really cool figures as well. But again, great figure. If you guys don't have him yet, try and find him, because he is a really worth it figure, man. A really worth it figure. But I think that's gonna do it here for me, guys. So this has been Primus Reviews. That has been Megatron. So remember to stay calm and keep moving on. So I'll make sure to see you guys on the next one.
Prime, you ain't winning this time.
I know you're not gonna win this battle.
What the? Why are you talking like that?
I don't know.
Talk normal, or I will kill you.
I know you won't do that, because without me, you have no one to fight.
Yeah, but it'll be less annoying.
I will see you next time.
What? Don't you walk away.